Bhagavad Gita Sloka 2.51. So I will recite 3 times and then you all can recite after me. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchantya-namayam. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchantya-namayam. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchantya-namayam. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam. There is actually no fa in Sanskrit. So the fa is pronounced as ph. Phalam tyaktva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchantya-namayam. So please recite after me. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchantya-namayam. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchantya-namayam. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchantya-namayam. Word for word meaning and translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Karmajam, due to fruitive activities. Buddhi yukta, being engaged in devotional service. He certainly phalam tyaktva giving up manishinaha great sages or devotees janma bandha from the bondage of birth and death. Vinirmuktaha liberated. Padam position. Gachanti they reach. Anamayam, without miseries.
without miseries.
Translation. By thus engaging in devotional service to the Lord,
By thus engaging in devotional service to the Lord,
great sages or devotees
great sages or devotees
free themselves
free themselves
from the results of work
from the results of work
in the material world.
in the material world.
In this way,
In this
they
way,
become free
they become free
from the cycle of birth and death
from the
from the
cycle
cycle of birth and death,
and attain the state
and
and
attain
attain the state
beyond all miseries
beyond all miseries
by going back to Godhead.
by going back to Godhead.
So in yesterday's shloka, what was the shloka yesterday? English translation, anybody remember? Because this is continuation from yesterday's shloka. What was the Lord telling Arjuna yesterday?
By performing devotional service, one can free from good and bad reaction in this life itself.
So now Krishna is repeating that. He's saying great sages or devotees. What have they done? They practiced bhakti yoga. Bhakti yoga means worshipping Krishna. And these great sages and devotees, they exited the material world or the material cosmos simply by practicing devotional service. So Krishna is saying, by doing this, they became free from the cycle of birth and death, and they attained that state beyond all miseries, which means there is no more misery if you go back home, right? If you go back home, your father and mother will take care of you very nicely. Rather than you wandering around outside the house, not knowing whether you're going to get roti, kapda, and makan, or when it is going to be taken away from you. So the Lord is saying the best place for you is to come back to me. Why do you want to wander all around in this material cosmos? Why not just practice devotional service and come back to me where you belong? So Krishna is saying, ordinary people don't do this because they don't know this. But extraordinary people like great sages and devotees understand this truth. And because they understand this truth, they work towards the final goal, which is to go back home. As Prabhupada calls it, go back home, back to Godhead. So that is our ultimate destination. So we were discussing yesterday, is it fair that after performing all these good deeds, Krishna is saying by performing devotional service, I'll wipe out the good deeds also. And we discussed the reason for that is that as long as you have good deeds, you have to take birth again. So anybody who thinks it is not fair, actually it's very fair, because Krishna is saying, if you don't want to come back to me, there's no problem. Whatever good deeds you've done, you will enjoy the benefits of it. What is the problem? If that's your goal, if your goal is to enjoy the results of the good deeds that you have performed, then I will give you the results of that. So Krishna is not at all unfair. But then Krishna is saying, if your goal is to come back to me, then by following bhakti yoga, I will take away even the good deeds, because I'll save you the trouble of taking another birth again. That is Krishna's mercy and compassion towards all of the jivatmas. So that is the essence of the shloka here, 2.51. That we must perform devotional service just like the great sages did, just like the great pure devotees did. And like this, we can free ourselves from the results of karmic reactions, not just from the Purva Janmas, but also in this Janma, which means every one of us has an opportunity in this life. In this life, you and I have the opportunity to go back home, back to Krishna.